Now joining me in studio to discuss Little Italy Endicott's upcoming Christmas events, co-coordinator Lynn Orlando. Hi Lynn, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you again
nice
as
to
always.
see you as well. Thank you for having us.
So tell me, this is kind of a Friday and Saturday event, so tell me a little bit about Friday.
So Friday night, the carousel will be open from 5 to 9. And we are celebrating the arrival of Santa. So he will have a Santa watch. We'll have around the north side of Endicott. That will start approximately 6 o'clock. So you will see our police patrol and our fire truck lead the way for a parade where Santa will be on his sleigh waving to all of the residents and the local establishments when they come outside to see Santa Claus come through the neighborhood.
Okay, I was wondering if he was going to be on a sleigh or, you know,
will
just
be
like
on
a
a sleigh.
RAV4. I wasn't sure.
No,
like what
he will be right on a sleigh with reindeer and everything. So, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And kind of what inspired this? Do you know how long it's been going on?
You know, I don't, Avery. Unfortunately, I should probably find that out. I'm not
No,
sure how long, but I know that it's been a tradition for several years to bring this to the residents of Northside and to support the Northside businesses as well.
Yeah, and with the kids and things as well, there's coloring and letters.
So we have a real mailbox that goes to the North Pole. So you put your letters in for Santa, and they do get mailed to the North Pole. So Santa and Mrs. Claus know exactly what they are asking for Christmas.
Okay.
And then we'll have coloring sheets so the kids can color while they're out there at hot cocoa.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then going along with Little Italy, you know, the Italian, there's La Befana. Is that right?
Befana.
Okay, tell me about that.
Yeah, so that's a folklore, Italian folklore, where she's a friendly witch that provides candy for the children in Italy. So we are going to be forwarding that on to our kids that visit us at the carousel this year.
Okay.
And obviously photo opportunities with her as well.
Okay, awesome. I've never heard of her before, so I think that's a cool addition.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're trying to, it's not just for us to have fun all the time. We really want to educate people.
Yeah.
So you learn a little bit more about our Italian heritage and what, you know, what used to happen or what does happen on the, you know, different holidays.
Yeah, no, I think that's an awesome addition. Again, like I haven't heard of her before. Yeah. And then there's also Mark and Nino doing a bunch of things. So tell me about that.
They will be strolling the streets to the participating restaurants. This year we have Council's Family Kitchen involved. Antonio's Gelato will be also participating, as well as Joey's Pizzeria and Oaks Inn.
Okay.
So they'll be going and doing a musical segment, some caroling and some Italian music as well. And they'll be at each restaurant. I believe it's about 45 minutes each restaurant. They'll be strolling and then walking up the sidewalks to the next restaurant. So they're going to be on foot. You may hear them singing on the sidewalk as they're walking to the next place.
Okay, awesome. I think that's a good addition too. You know, we were talking, it's kind of like a martini walk. You can walk around to different places and
so each restaurant will have a themed cocktail for the evening. Usually it's based upon the holiday season, and then they will have something there at each participating restaurant for the patrons to share. Purchase and, you know, hopefully stay for dinner and or desserts.
Yeah, you know, it could be for the adults and the kids at the same time. It's one big fun thing.
Absolutely.
And then moving on to Saturday, I know you have some fireworks displays like that. Tell me about that.
So our Village of Endicott parade down Washington Avenue is going to be on Saturday. We finished that parade at 5:45, excuse me, with fireworks at the Sertoma Field. The park and carousel again will be open 5 to 9. We will do the same thing with hot cocoa up at the park and some candy, coloring sheets, and letters to Santa as well. So everybody that maybe can't come on Friday can join us on Saturday. And then after the fireworks celebration, we will have Santa and Mrs. Claus there for photo ops in the back of the pavilion with some other kind of activities they can do. There's the face cutouts that they can take pictures of with their family and so forth. So.
Okay, that's awesome. I love that they'll be here both days, Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
So what does this kind of mean to Little Italy to be able to hold this for this season?
Well, you know, we're very fortunate. One of our missions at Little Italy is to bring you know, things out into the public and give back. We work very hard during the year on our fundraisers so that we can give things back to the community. And this is just a small portion of what we like to do, to bring fun to the families at different times of the year, to have them celebrate our heritage as much as just the holiday that's there.
And I wanted to go back to the Santa Watch too. So you said it's kind of like a parade. Like, is it just people and Santa, or is there?
So we don't normally do any walking in this parade. It's mostly a vehicle parade. Police will lead the parade, and then we have the fire trucks. What they're going to do is their lights and sirens are going to be on to cause a frenzy, so everybody comes out onto their porches or on their sidewalks to see Santa. And then Santa Claus will follow. We also have an Italian Little Italy golf cart that will be all decorated, and they'll be also in the parade. And then they will go around to this route that you see here on the screen, and that will be 3 times. We usually go through 3 times so that if you missed it the first time, you can go back and run outside and see that.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And you know what, I want to ask, this is such a fun event. Kind of, what's your ultimate like favorite part about this event? I know there's so much to it.
It's so hard. I think honestly, Avery, it's all of the smiling faces. You know, life is difficult sometimes, and we don't really know what people have to deal with on a daily basis. So if we can bring a little bit of laughter and a little bit of fun to their lives, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
No, that's awesome. And how could people find more information on upcoming events or anything?
They could either go to the Little Italy Endicott /events homepage. We usually have everything listed there of our upcoming events. And then also the Village of Endicott is a huge supporter of the community. So you can also find our information on the Village of Endicott, which is endicottny.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, Lynn, I want to thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
And I know
Appreciate
Little
your
Italy
time.
will always continue doing more events, and I'll see you next week
Yes,
as well.
you will.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For those of you who might have missed those details, the holiday festivities on Endicott's north side begin Friday, December 6th with Santa Watch, where Santa drives through the streets spreading cheer. The park and carousel will be open from 5 to 9 p.m., featuring activities like coloring and writing letters to Santa. La Befana, an Italian folklore figure, will hand out candy and pose for photos. Mark and Nino will be caroling and visiting local restaurants, offering specialty cocktails. The celebration continues Saturday, December 7th, with the park open from 5 to 9 p.m. The evening features a fireworks display at 5:45 p.m. and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus from 5 to 8 p.m. These events bring the community together for a festive holiday experience. For more information, please visit littleitalyendicott.org/events.